coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They go play action here on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll look to throw again. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start, because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ball start.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll run again with Harris. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 19 carries, 107 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10, and I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we see him catch a few passes on the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones now throwing to start the drive. He gets it complete to Harris. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Patriots had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than... Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And caught by Henry. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This one taken just inside the 10.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Danny Gray, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Running left, Taylor.
Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead and taken down just shy of the 40. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First and 10, Taylor now. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Taylor. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Throwing, Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Jones throw complete there to Beckham.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now Jones.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Here's Jones. Pass complete to Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Jones. He completes it to Beckham. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Jones. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Jones. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission.
You see, there's 2 types of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake